competitive advantage in business is something I've studied. I'm really interested and fascinated by this stuff. And what I've noticed that the competitive advantage in business has changed over time. So in the 80s and 90s, you had Peter Drucker and Jack Welch, and they were all about process and efficiency. Then in the 2000s, you had Jobsy and Gatesy, and they were all about technology. Today, who are our thought leaders today? You've got Angela Duckworth, whose subject is grit. You've got Simon Sinek, who's about leadership. You've got, does anyone know the other gentleman in there? Adam Grant, yeah, cool. All right, and his topic is organization psychology. And lastly, we've got Brene Brown. Something similar about all their different topics. It's about being human. This is the competitive advantage. We know this instinctively, yet for some strange reason we don't connect up the dots and make it happen. So this is so important, and this is why it's really, really important about when you go back to your organizations and sort of reshape the way things work, focus on being human. So how can we reimagine our employee experience? But given the information I've just shared with you right now, I think the question needs to change. And I think a more effective question would be this: how can we create better human experiences? How can we create better human experiences so that everyone in the organization thrives? Everyone. In your teams, in your stakeholders, everyone. And the way we do this is playing with a concept of efficiency versus effectiveness. Efficiency, policies, procedures, rules, and regulations, versus effectiveness. Okay? And we're going to illustrate that with this gentleman here. That's a photo of me pre-COVID. No. No. We all changed during COVID. No. Does anyone know who that is? 2 people? 3 people? Okay, his name's Van Morrison. This is not going to go as well as I thought. Okay, so here's the Brown-Eyed Girl Challenge, and it's something that I'm going to need a little music to illustrate. So the thing about this song called Brown-Eyed Girl, it was written, what's written down on paper is 4 chords. It's a very simple song. So 1, 2, back to the 1, 3. This is why I speak, I can't count. 3, and then there's a 4 one here. Okay, so this is what's written down on paper, 4 chords, right? And it goes like this. Sorry, wrong chord. Hey, where'd we go? Days when the rains came. Down in the hollow, playing a new game. Laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping. In the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, you, my brown-eyed girl. That's how it's written. 4 chords. Oh, thank you. Thank you for tolerating my craziness. That's how it's written. And for years I played it like that. For years I played it like that. Then one night I was out on Mitchell Street. We won't talk about that. But one night I was out on Mitchell Street and I ran into a musician. His name's Will. I don't know if it's still around, but Will plays it slightly differently. Will's version has 6 chords. Yeah, 6 chords, right? And Will plays it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And his version sounds like this. Hey, where'd we go? Days when the rains came. Down in the hollow, playing a new game. Laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping. In the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Which version do you think sounds better? Second one, right? And there's a reason for that. It's structured in such a way to provide a better experience, but it's not as efficient. In other words, Will took a look at what's written down and he goes, okay, I get the idea of what this is, but I'm going to play it differently. I'm going to interpret it differently. So what I'd love to see from all of you is at some point, you're going to go back to your organizations with your teams and you're going to look at your policies, procedures, your rules and regulations, the stuff that's written down. And please, I encourage you to reimagine that and to create better human experiences. And I think it would unlock so much potential within your organizations. And that, my friends, is the Brown Eyed Girl Challenge. Thank you.